Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, I am thankful to Nipsey Malhotra for a wonderful introduction. Uh, I am happy to be here, part of the Drone Expo. It's well conducted, well planned event. I am thankful to the organizers, team of organizers headed by Dr. Chillar, Mr. Sandeep Deora, Dr. Pranay, my friend Dr. Pranay, Rakesh Kaul, uh, Mr. Manas Nayak, and I'm thankful to Nancy and Anish, I forgot his name, for the hospitality extended to us. It's been wonderful experience to be here, part of in the, Drone Expo. Well, for the next 15 minutes or so, I'm going to talk about the saga of indigenous UAV development for military by DRDO. I will indigenous UAVs are developed by DRDO under the ADE, Aeronautical Development Establishment, Bangalore. This is the pioneer lab, which is which has developed many RPAS remote pilot aircrafts and UAVs in different class and different range. So we have developed uh, Laksha pilotless target aircraft. Nishant, it is a low altitude, short range UAV. It's used for battlefield surveillance, and we have Rustam one, that is medium altitude, medium range UAV. It is proven. Then we have please bear with me. Yes, I think now am I audible? Okay, okay. So, Nishant, Lakshya as it stands, it is a pilotless target aircraft which has replaced Chakor. It is used for target training of fighters and helicopters. They can fire on target in air-to-air mode and assess their aiming and precision hitting of the target. And then we have Lakshya stands for target basically. That is aim. Nishant is end of the night. That means it is Sandhya means early morning, twilight. So that means it is a twilight for the military UAV developed by DRDO. It is a medium altitude, medium range ISR capability UAV. Then we have Rustum 1. It is a medium altitude, medium range ISR capability. Then we have Rustum 2. It is Tapas BH, also, known as Tapas BH also. And it is a male ISR, which I'll cover in detail in subsequent slides. Then we have Archer NG. This is a UCAV, which is modified version of Rustum 1. Then we have Ghatak, that is in development. It is a flying wing. Now, Laksha RPS, what I am showing on the slide, it is a aerial target basically. It carries two targets and with a toe length of 1.5 kilometer distance, having a radar, and it is a scoring system. Laksha inducted into IAF, Indian Navy and Army in 2001, 2003 respectively. It is operational. Verdict is it is a gain. Less pain, more gain. Because my topic is pains and gains of indigenous UAV development. Now we have Nishant. I told you it is a replacement for what you call searcher. It is a runway independent, catapult launch, recovered by parachute. It has a EO payload, best in class UAV with the catapult launch, and very few birds are of this kind available in the world in this class. And we have it is somehow orders are not very forthcoming, but there are good number of orders for Nishant as compared to other UAVs. Only unfortunate thing is it had a crash when we were doing user trials. Probably, I think he's not there. Colonel Prasad would have been better to explain. We had a crash, and with the crash, the project took a setback. Now, the verdict is there is some pain, some gain in this UAV development. Rustum 1. Rustum 1. Rustum stands for warrior. It is a long, easy aircraft designed by Bert Rutan. He is a pilot. He designed this aeroplane and he licensed the production of this in India. It was pioneered by our Professor Rustum, who was in IISc and NAL. So we bought this airframe from Dr. Pawan Kaula, who is late Pawan Kaula, who was in charge of Zafir systems in Kunur. So we got two airframes and we modified into unmanned systems with actuators and things like that. It is produced by ADE and it is flying, but somehow there are no orders. Uh, the the verdict is less gain, more pain, because there are no orders. The better side is it is getting converted into a UCAV where you can fire weapons from this platform. Hopefully, you will get more orders from Army, Navy, and Air Force in future. Now, coming to this UCAV, archer is it's a dhanush, basically a dhanush dhari. The person who's shooting an arrow through the dhanush. So it is a modified version of Rustum 1. It is a UCAV. It has got 3 heart stations and it can carry ATGM, anti-tank guided missiles. And future is it will carry 125 kg smart anti-airfield munitions for runway denial and runway disruption and runway destruction disruptions. Okay, so the verdict is it is under development. It is in progress. Hopefully, it will see the end of the tunnel and it will see the light of the day maybe in a year or two. And it has got a bright future because there are not many UCAVs in India. So in this class, which is a medium altitude, medium range UAV, a proven platform, all that is required is to weaponize that, and it's possible to do that in some time. Now coming to Rustum 2, it is Tapas BH. I will say why Tapas 2 BH is a very beautiful bird. It has been designed by Mr. Armugam, scientist at ADE. It is a homegrown male UAV for ISR operations. It is a medium altitude, long range UAV. It's a male UAV. Male, kindly don't feel bad. There is no gender discrimination here. Male stands for medium altitude, long range, long endurance UAV. What it is, more pain, less gain. Even though it has achieved 28,000 feet altitude, 18 hours endurance, 800 kilometers of range, but still army headquarters and air headquarters specifications, they are little higher. It fell short of those specifications. Main problem is the weight, and one crash killed the bird. The program came to grinding halt because of one crash. But ladies and gentlemen, Air Commodore Nautial Sahab will watch for me. We are in a aviation which is a very risky business. Crashes do happen. They say no, catches win the matches, but here crashes kill the projects. That should not happen. See, one crash and be killed. By one crash of Marut, so many crashes, we close the program. If we had built Marut by now, we would have been much ahead. It was a beautiful aircraft designed by Kurt, German designer Kurt Tank, but we didn't get the engines. Anyway, that is a different thing. Many projects are mired by supply of indigenous components, and there is no substitute available for the foreign import substitution in terms of EVO payloads, in terms of flight controls, in terms of data links. So we are building up all these capabilities within DRDO, DEAL, and various labs. But still, long way to go. We have to make do with imported systems. The verdict is more pain, less gain. Because of one crash and because of overweight, the services are not ready to buy it. Okay, if the orders are not there, program will close because there is no money, and there have been program overruns, costs overshoots and time overshoots. Yes, that is the problem with DRDO, which I am going to talk later on. Now, there is some light at the end of the tunnel. I think Army and Navy they are rebooted. They are buying some birds, maybe 10 in number. So that will give a boost to this program. And this is one of the bird which is in this class. Uh, there is no bird of this class available here in India. Probably Hermes is the one which is, it's really a thing which is, which is little higher than this. But see, I will talk about the short-haul QRs and why it should not become a lucky ka fakir nahi hona chahiye. Why it should program should close for falling short of QR by 100 feet by being overweight by about 2,000 3,000 kgs. So you have to mitigate that, because it is our home bird. Like our children, some children are born with deficiency. Do we throw them with a bath water? We nurture them. We make them grow and they become adults, and hopefully they will improve. You have to give time to our own systems. It is not like you buy a system from Israel, is proven system. Buy from Predator from America. They are all proven systems, but they have gone to the pain of day and day. We have to understand there is a pain. Unless there is a pain, there is no gain. This is a Ghatak UAV which is under development. It is a total flying wing. It's stealth UAV which will carry ammunition, weapons inside the armament bay, which is not exposed to the enemy radar. So it enhances its stealth capability. There is a American aircraft which is modeled on that. It is scale model which is undergoing technical demonstration has been done. It's taken first flight. Hopefully it will come into operational use maybe another 3 to 4 years, because long way to go. This is all about saga of indigenous development. So when I see when I sum up, if you take a sum total of all the programs of DRDO, I find from a personal view there has been more pain than gain. Well, anyway, why I'll tell you a bit subsequently. So I have put in about 40 years of service, close 40 years service in Air Force, DRDO. Whatever I am here today, it's I owe it to Indian Air Force and DRDO. Air Force made me a man from a boy, and DRDO made me a an expert, knowledgeable person. One is a karma bhumi, other one is tapo bhumi for me. So I learnt a lot in DRDO. So whatever I'm going to speak is some truth which may be palatable, may not be palatable, but it's like a bitter truth. Kadwa sach hai. ठीक है ना? But even though Lord Krishna has said that satyam apriyam na bruyat, that means if it is truth is unpalatable, should not be told. But in this case of drone, where so many things are going wrong, somewhere somebody has to speak the truth. So I am taking that cousins of that speaking truth. Of course, I am being treated as a critic, not as a criticizer. I am only putting a mirror to the system. People should take note of it and correct those maladies which have occurred, and see that it doesn't get repeated later on, because we intend upon committing same mistakes again and again, because we are not aware. So we have to learn from our failures. We don't learn from our failures. Now coming to government, what is happening in the government? Despite the policy initiatives and the personal drive by the Honorable Prime Minister of India, he has taken a lot of interest, drone Didi and things like that. But policies are made sitting in an ivory tower, right? So the implementation is lacking. The bureaucracy, red tapeism, see, and kickbacks, corruption. This has to be addressed. And you go to the state, some of the state governments like Karnataka, they don't honor national schemes. So where do we end? Where does it end? Ultimately, they have to be, they will have to work in sync. So this is a malady in government. And secondly, another hoax is NCNC. Yesterday, learned palace was speaking NCNC. NCNC is what? NCNC is you do it, show it, either will take it or leave it. You spend money, you spend effort, you do everything and bring a cake. We'll see whether to eat it or not to eat it. But once the cake is prepared, so much of effort has gone in, money has gone in. Startups like I'm working for Indron Aerosystems. We were working for. I will quickly finish it off. So these are the maladies what we have in government. So NCNC and what you call incentive PLI schemes and all that, they are not practicable, not realizable. And government says, oh, you take loan. But startups takes loan, but who will pay the interest? If the business suffers, he will shut shop and he will become a debtor. He will have to, and it will become a debt for him. So youngster, now they are thinking twice to have a startup and stick their neck out. Coming to services, services are they want a best system. It's understandable because they have to win the war. And in field, nobody takes no for an answer. But whereas what happens is they are the one who have to accept certain deficiencies. If the system has met 70%, like system 2, they should accept it. Like, oh, it should not become lucky or fakir. मेरे को इतना ही चाहिए. If I want 30,000 feet, 30,000 feet should be there. 28,000 rupees is not enough. If they have met an endurance of 12, 18 hours, short of 24 hours, no, I want 24 hours. We have a bird, use it for that period. You take it to forward area, fly from there. You can make up for the endurance and range. Well, anyway, that is that. Now coming to the DRDO itself, DRDO also we have certain melodies where, 1 minute, with the permission of, okay, I am speaking my mind off. So truth is bitter about us, kadwa such hai, and bitter pill has to be given, but I am trying to sugarcoat that pill so that it becomes acceptable to many. DRDO is like 12 blind man describing an elephant. They are all experts in aerodynamics, structure. Air Commodore Natasha will watch for me. They are expert structure. They are good in particular systems, but they lack overall picture. So if a blind man says elephant is, it touches tail, he says elephant is like a tail, elephant is like a trunk. So similar things happens there. So there is a lot of, and second thing is, what I've seen is, many times it is ISB, USB culture, and the language is thicker than blood, regionalism rampant, and what is that, CBM culture, CMB, Chacha, Mama, Bhatija culture. If you are from my state, I will promote you. If you know the language, I will promote you. This is very rampant in southern side. So this has to be removed. We have to become more objectivity. When meetings are there, directors are speaking in the local language. Whereas DRDO lab is a central government agency, where it should be Hindi or English. Like what is learnt in Air Force is, when you are people where they don't know language, the common language is English or Hindi, but it is not followed. Well, anyway, that is that, and DRDO has got certain design deficiencies, quality issues. They have to address that, and of course they have come a long way. So they built UAV of 18 hours endurance, 1,000-kilometer range. So it should be accepted and treated. And now coming to last thing, I'm coming to the industry. What happens is, like yesterday, Air Marshal Bedi was saying, there are fly-by-night operators, and there are people who are trying to hoodwink the system. So this has to change. People have to take the ownership of the assets, and they have to stick to the rules and regulations. Of course, they don't know the rules and regulations; they have to be told about it. And second thing is, private operators. What they say is, there is a sorry to say this. हमारा Indian culture ऐसा है, Indian mentalities. I seen on a truck, Punjab Sikh driver, they write Manu Papu the Gaddi like that, So somebody written, 100 में 99 बेईमान, फिर भी मेरा धीरज मान. So that culture should change, chalta should change. People have to put their head and do work, not that screwdriver technology. You bring up equipment, change the label and sell it as indigenous. It should not happen. So we have to build the ecosystem wherein all stakeholders come on board. We have to create think tanks, and it should be a composite team. They, scientists, services. Of course, now PMT is there, project management team from Air Force side, Army Navy side. They are helping the projects. It's a good beginning. There is a lot of bright future for industry, but it should be a composite team consisting of designers, scientists, operators, quality team, finance. Finance is one important thing. Bureaucrats. One bureaucrat, finance people put in green, please speak. So the file goes for 6 months and comes back again, one speak, gone. The project is killed. So all these things are there. You have to create an ecosystem. Ecosystem is what? You put a seed, it grows because nature gives water, soil, air, sunlight. So all these things are important. So we have to create a real ecosystem. The present ecosystem is killing the plant. So we have to create an ecosystem which nurtures the plant. It grows into a healthy tree. A small tree, small seed has got a potential to grow into a large tree with, there are, you have seen big trees in this thing. There is one tree in Ramnagar, Karnataka, big, people tree. It covers 2 acres of land. only one tree with, so ecosystem should nurture the industry, nurture the UAV, and there is a bright future. Kindly don't take it personal, and what I spoke is to rectify the system. It is like critic, not a criticizer. Thank you so much. Glad to be here. Thankful to organizers and to. Bye bye.